everyone, about today's video, our group, which is gypsum, will explain about mechanism, process and texture changes of iron ores, hematite schist, coal and graphite. The members of our group are Afiq Hilmi, which is the leader of the group and will talk about hematite schist. And the second one is Nadra, who will talk about iron ore. And the third one is Alia Fatiha and will discuss about coal. And the last one is Nur Shafiqah, who will discuss about graphite. So, for the first content is iron ore. The introduction of iron ore is iron ore in a group of sedimentary rocks. It formed by chemical reaction of iron, oxygen and fresh water. The minerals inside iron ore are magnetite, hematite, goethite, limonite or siderite. And for the most important minerals in iron oxides, which is iron ore, are magnetite, which have 72% of ferrum, and hematite also have 69.9% of ferrum. And did you know that if you put magnetite near the magnet, it will attract to each other? And for your information, iron ore produces almost every iron and steel object that we use today. And without it, the world will be not look like today. How it formed? Iron ore deposits begin from when the first organism releasing oxygen in water, and then oxygen immediately combined with dissolved iron to produce hematite and magnetite. And that's all for iron ore. And for the next is hematite schist.
For hematite or hematite is a common iron oxide and is widespread in rocks and soil. Its colors range include red to brown and black to grey to silver. For the texture, hematite is harder than pure iron but much more brittle. The measured strength of hematite range from 890 to 76 megapascal. How it formed? Large deposits of hematite are found in banded iron formations. Very little free oxygen was present in the water. Then, a group of cyanobacteria become capable of photosynthesis. The bacteria use sunlight as an energy source to convert carbon dioxide and water into carbohydrates, oxygen and water. This reaction releases the first free oxygen into the ocean environment. The new oxygen immediately combined with the iron to form hematite, which sank to the bottom of the sea floor and become the rock units that we know today as the banded iron formations. And then the process is recrystallization and dissolution.
Coal is a hard rock that widely used to generate electricity. It is mostly carbon but also contains hydrogen, sulfur, oxygen and nitrogen. It is a sedimentary rock. How coal is formed? It is formed when plants die in swamps around riverbank until covered with soil and mud. Then it's decayed into pits. Due to the ground heat and pressure, hydrogen, oxygen and nitrogen from it is removed to leave mostly carbon until coal is formed. There are few types of coal during the formation, which lignite, bituminous and anthracite, a metamorphic rock that could be used to turn into graphite. If we compare, lignite has a higher moisture content than bituminous and anthracite, while anthracite is higher in its carbon content and the hardest coal than bituminous and lignite. As for the texture, lignite has a brown coal, soft and powdery. Bituminous is a black coal and soft. Lastly, anthracite, which has harder surface and has glassy luster.
Graphite is a naturally occurring form of crystalline carbon. A coal to graphite process is known as amorphous graphite. The heat of metamorphism destroys the most of organic molecule in coal, and which remain is a nearly pure carbon material that crystallizes into graphite. When mined, graphite usually seams with original layer of coal. it has an appearance similar to lumps of coal without the bright and dull bending. Most graphite found near Earth's surfaces was formed at lower temperature and lower pressure. Thus, the characteristics of graphite are soft, it cleaves with very light pressure, have very low of specific gravity, and a good resistance to heat. Thank you.